You don't really know much about Halloween.
Hello and welcome back to another unboxing video. I am your host Joel. I am one half of the Newlydeads. If you are not familiar with the Newlydeads, please go to our website at thenewlydeads.com and you can find out all the information about us, what we do, including our blogs that we write. I write a movie review blog. Mrs. Newlydead writes a coffee review blog, as well as a Unearthing Small Business for small businesses in the area, which incidentally, if you have a small business and you'd like to be featured in the blog, you can reach out to us at contact@thenewlydeads.com. Or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or just want to reach out to us in general, please feel free. We also have a TV show that's on 4 different networks called Dollar Store Drive-In, where we find a movie typically at Dollar Tree or at Goodwill, Salvation Army. Sometimes they're sent to us and we watch it and then we review it, which our 100th episode is coming up, which depending on when this video is released, may or may not have already happened, but I just thought I'd mention it because it's exciting. It's big news. We've been going at it for almost 2 years now. We're also creators. We're both artists, and we do pop-up markets. And so the Witches Market will be coming up in October. That's the one big market we always do every year. And we both do different types of art. But, if you'd like to come and meet us in person, we will be there. So please put the information up here so you can check that out. And for this unboxing video, this is just kind of a random assortment of things that I had picked up. And I'll maybe preface where they're from. I don't know. We'll see. But sometimes I remember. It's been a while since I've gotten these, so I don't always remember exactly where they're from. But anyway, first thing we've got here is Violent Night. This is from 2022. It's a recent Christmas action movie, which has kind of now become a part of the staple of Christmas movies that we watch in this household. So the basic plot of the film is that when an elite team of mercenaries breaks into a family compound on Christmas, a disgruntled Santa Claus must take them out to save both the hostages and the holiday. This is a very fun, very violent movie, hence the name. And David Harbour, right there, is, just one of those guys. It's just kind of, ever since Stranger Things, has just become kind of this nonstop juggernaut of just, you like watching him for some reason. So this is directed by Tommy Wirkola, who did Dead Snow and Dead Snow 2 Red vs. Dead, which if you've not seen those are Nazi zombie movies that take place in the snow, hence the title. They're a lot of fun, very kinetic. If you've not seen them and you like horror movies, definitely check them out. Like I said, this stars David Harbour, who you may recognize from the unfortunate Hellboy that came out, which could have been better. Unfortunately, I think one of the biggest problems was that with the makeup he had on, he was a little hard to understand, and so that made it kind of difficult. He also was in a short film that you can see on Netflix called Frankenstein's Monsters Monster Frankenstein, which is fun. It's a little weird, but it is a good time. It also stars Brendan Fletcher, which he's a very minor role in the film, but I have to mention him just because I like him as an actor. You may know him from the Rampage trilogy by Uwe Boll, which I'm not a fan of Uwe Boll, but I like that trilogy, although the older it gets and the more the world changes, the more problematic that trilogy becomes. So just a little bit of trivia. The logo on the catering company van is called Farkas and Dill, which you may remember are the bullies from A Christmas Story. So on the back here, we've got information about the film. This is a 4K release. I got it for a steal. I want to say it might have been on Amazon. I don't remember. I buy from a lot of different places, but I just remember seeing a really good deal and couldn't pass it up. So inside, you've got the DVD and the Blu-ray, and I'll leave the code out of it in case I decide I want the digital copy. I don't know. I never use the digital copy. I should probably donate those to someone who would like to watch them, that likes to watch digital movies. So next up, those of you who don't already know, I'm a Doctor Who fan. I've got my Doctor Who tattoo here, which I don't know. I'm at a weird angle here, so it's hard to tell where to go with the camera. So they've been releasing some of the missing episodes with animatics. Sometimes they also release them in color. This is one of William Hartnell's from 1965. This is Galaxy 4. So this one, on an arid planet, the TARDIS trio encounter the Dravens and the Reals. I'm sorry, my notes are a little bit... something happened. I don't know. They're kind of hard to read. Two species stranded on a planet doomed to explode. Both need the Doctor's help, but the Draven's leader, Maga, wants only her people to make it out alive. So this was directed by Derek Martinez, who did lots and lots and lots of Doctor Who. As I mentioned, this is a William Hartnell episode, who was in also, aside from Doctor Who, The Mouse That Roared, which is a personal favorite of my mother, and Shake Hands with the Devil, which I thought was just a great title. I haven't actually seen it, but here on the back, you've got some images from this. Like I said, there's some animatics that they used to fill in the gap versus the stuff that was missing. And then inside, you've just got the 2 discs for this set. I have everything just about that's been released on Blu-ray at this point. And for Christmas, I was able to get a region-free player. So hopefully any of the things that are out there that haven't made it to the States just yet, I'll be able to pick up and complete my collection. So the next thing we've got here, I picked up from one of my favorite boutique Blu-ray labels, Television. Good guys. If you haven't bought for them, go check out their page, especially if you're into like shot on video stuff. They also did a 4K remaster of the Nailgun Massacre, which is on my list to pick up, but I've not done so yet. But anyway, go check it out. I subscribed to them for a year ago. I'd done a subscription with them, and once my 10 movies were up, I did not re-up in lieu of my Vinegar Syndrome subscription. But at some point, I'm going to have to re-up with them again because they put out really good stuff. So anyway, this is Out There, Halloween Mega Mixtape, aka WNUF 2, which if you've ever seen WNUF Halloween Special, it is a found footage. It's like an old newscast where they go into a haunted house, and things happen that may or may not be actually haunted. If you've never seen it, it's a good time, and this is the follow-up to that. So the basic plot of this is that a daytime talk show host finds herself placed on a new program and investigating a farmstead with a long history of alien encounters. Again, my notes I was running out of ink when I did this. So this is directed by Chris Lee Martina, who did What Happens Next Will Scare You, and the original WNF Halloween Special. The stars Ted Geoghegan. I never get his name right. Geoghegan. Does that sound right? We're going to go with that. Who's mostly a writer, but he was also involved with Hatchet 3 and Sharknado 2, the second one. This also stars Leanna Chamish, who was in Joe Nosferatu, Homeless Vampire. I got to check that one out. And Fear of Clowns 2. No trivia on this one. On the back here, we've got this nice slipcase. It's a very, kind of, what do you call that? Matte finish. I like that. And then on the inside, you've got a picture of the Halloween Mega Mixtape. Got some images on the back here from the film, as well as special features and breakdown of the plot. Inside, you've got a card from Television that tells you about, what's coming up and what's out there. Then you've got what looks like a burned copy of a movie that's been cracked there for the WNF Halloween Mixtape. And then an image of, I'm assuming, the aliens that they are discussing in the plot summary. So I'm very excited to see this. I love the original. It's finally getting the credit it deserves. A lot of people are finding out about it. There's even t-shirts and things on Terra Threads. So if you have not seen it, I do recommend it. Final thing for this video. Again, I think this probably was a pre-order on Amazon just because I didn't want to miss out getting a copy. Because again, I've got everything that's come out so far, I believe, for the Blu-rays on Doctor Who, except 2 of the animatic lost episodes. This is Doctor Who, the 60th anniversary specials from 2024, which includes The Star Beast, Wild Blue Yonder, and The Giggle. So the plots for these, for The Star Beast, the Doctor is caught in a fight to the death as a starship crash lands in London, but as the battle wreaks havoc, destiny is converging on the Doctor's old friend, Donna Noble. Gotta love those two. For Wildly Yonder, the TARDIS takes the Doctor and Donna to the furthest edge of the universe, the furthest edge of adventure. Wow, I really should have read my notes ahead of time. To escape, they must face the most desperate fate of their lives with the fate of the universe at stake. I mean, that's just a Tuesday. And the giggle of a mysterious puppet is driving the human race insane when the Doctor discovers a return of a terrifying nemesis, the Toy Maker. He faces a fight he can never win, which, if you haven't seen it here, that's the modern Toy Maker, Neil Patrick Harris, which there was a previous unboxing video where I got the original Celestial Toy Maker episode and had the original Celestial Toy Maker, which drawing a blank on his name, but he played Alfred on the Batman movies, the original Tim Burton ones. I forgot his name all of a sudden. Darn it. I'll put it up here. You'll see it. So the first one was directed by Rachel Talalay. I think that's how you say that, actually, or Talalay, who most people know her from Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, and she is somebody that's a talking head on a lot of documentaries for horror stuff. The second was directed by Tom Kingsley, who did Ghosts UK, 13 episodes of that show, which if you've never seen it, that and the US version, good stuff. We're fans. And I believe there's an Australian version coming now, too. And the final one was directed by Chania Button, who did Burn, Burn, Burn. Don't know what it is? Sounds like it's hot. So, of course, this stars David Tennant as the Doctor, who was also in Jessica Jones, Broadchurch, Good Omens, all really big, fun, good stuff. Well, Broadchurch wasn't fun. That was depressing, but it's excellent. And Catherine Tate, who I love, who was in The Office for a while. And she had her own show called The Catherine Tate Show, which was kind of a skit comedy show. Check it out if you've not seen it before. It's very funny. So some trivia. Sylvia Noble becomes a third companion's mother to slap the Doctor after Rose and Martha's mothers back in 2005 and 2007. The fourth Doctor, Tom Baker, stated to Romana, Mary Tam, that he met Isaac Newton and dropped an apple on his head in The Pirate Planet, Part 1 from 1978. But here it's the 14th Doctor and Donna who give him the idea, which leads to a whole thing that's become a lot of memes. And finally, Neil Patrick Harris, who was an accomplished amateur magician, performed the card tricks of the Toy Maker on his own. Little fun facts there. So on the back, you've got, again, information about each of the episodes as well as images from them. This is a 3-disc set, so it includes all 3 episodes. So if you just liked one of them, I think you're out of luck. You can only get to the whole set. So you've got same thing there. And inside, you've got, all 3 discs with images from each one of the episodes. And this was a fun way to kick off before Ncuti Gatwa took over as the new Doctor. It was fun to see them come back. It was an interesting take on the story. If you're not familiar with Doctor Who, it never hurts to start with David Tennant, because a lot of people love him. I think he's great also. He's not my favorite, but that's for another episode. All right, so I am Joel, again, with the Newlydeads. Thank you so much for watching. And remember that tomorrow is not guaranteed, so don't forget to unbox your heart. We'll see you next time.
Should be done, you see, between the real and the unreal. The dead might be looking in. Halloween, the festival of Samhain. Happy Halloween.